PS3451 Introduction to Operating System. The topic is Process Synchronization, presented by Anuja R. APCSC, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Process synchronization. The process synchronization is a way to coordinate processes that use the shared data. It means sharing system resources by process in which a way that concurrent access to shared data is handled, thereby minimizing the change of inconsistent data. There are two types of processing categories. One is independent process, another one is cooperative process. The independent process, when one process is executing, it does not affect other executing process. Cooperative process means when one process is executing, it affects other executing process. Then race condition. A race condition occurs when two or more processes are executed at the same time, not scheduled in proper sequence and not executed in the critical section correctly. Then critical section problem means the critical section is a segment of a code that can be accessed by only one process at a time. It contains shared resources that need to be accessed by all the processes. If one process is executed in critical section, then other process has to wait until the first one is finished. So this is the basic structure of critical section problem. Then requirements of critical section, that is mutual exclusion. The mutual exclusion is nothing but if the process PI is executing in its critical section, then no other process can be executing in their critical section. Then progress, if no process is executing in its critical section and there exists some process that wish to enter their critical section, then the selection of the process that will enter the critical section cannot be postponed indefinitely. The next one is bounded waiting. After the process makes a request for getting into its critical section, there is a limit for how many other process can get into their critical section before this process request is granted. So after the limit is reached, system must grant the process permission to get into its critical section. Then hardware synchronization. To generalize the solution of critical section problem, each process when entering in their critical section must set some sort of locks. This is done to prevent the other process from entering their critical section simultaneously. The process must release the lock when exiting their critical section. The solution for critical section. So here we are applying do command, then it occur the lock, the critical section, then release the lock, remainder section while the condition is true. Mutex. Implementation of synchronization hardware is not an easy method. Mutex is a lock mechanism used to synchronize access to the resource in the critical section. In this method, we use a lock over the critical section. The lock is set when a process enters from the entry section and it gets unset when the process exits from the exit section. Then monitor. Monitor is nothing but it is also a process of synchronization too. It is an abstract data type that is used for high-level synchronization of process. It has been developed to overcome the timing errors that occur while using the semaphore for the process synchronization. It is the collection of condition variables and producers combined together in a special kind of modules or a package. The process running outside the monitor cannot access the internal variable of the monitor but can call procedures of the monitor. Only one process at a time can execute code inside the monitor. So this is the syntax for monitor. Thank you.